have such sights to show you. Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Hello and welcome to Tuesday Night Terrorvision. I am your host, Pete, joined by the one, the only, gasp, it's J-Man.
Hey,
and,
how's it going?
And we are also joined by the Prowler this evening, which I love that outfit. And this is one of the draws of the movie was the freaking outfit and just how ominous it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking fantastic. I love it. I love it, man. This we had let's see who's in the chat here. We got, let's go up to the top. Gap. Is this your autobiography? Goddamn you, Gap. See, I'm like, goddamn you, Gap. Parrot Head.
Right.
And
this guy comes in my chat, and sorry, buddy, I can never remember how to pronounce that name. Give us a hint.
Hail. So we are here to talk about the 1981 slasher. This is, after watching it twice, man, this is an underrated gem.
Yeah.
I can unequivocally say that. And we were kind of talking off air, and it was a little bit of, because Joe Zito directed this, right? And you said it best. It got overshadowed in his overall filmography by Friday the 13th Part 4. Because if it wasn't for that, this one would be more talked about in terms of the slasher films that Joseph Zito created. There he is. Hey, Jason.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I just went back. Just went to go get something to drink and just came back.
Oh, good. Oh, nothing at all. You're fine.
You're fine. The Prowler was here. It was pretty creepy. We're glad you're back, though. We're glad you
missed him again.
Yeah, see, we've never seen those two in the same place at the same time.
It's just a coincidence, Pete. I can guarantee you they're not the same person.
It's always prowling about.
But glad to have you back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you for having me again.
Is that a final chapter hoodie you have on?
No, I've got the final chapter hoodie.
Which one is that?
Oh, Manhattan.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm wearing a Manhattan as well.
Oh my God.
It's the Japanese Jason Takes Manhattan hoodie.
Nice.
I accidentally bought while I was really stoned and on Amazon one night looking for hoodies. I'm like, I found this. I'm like, hey, that's a kick-ass Jason Takes Manhattan hoodie. So I'm like, I'm going to order it. And I got it. And I'm like, this is Japanese. I'm like, this is Japanese. Cool. So
sometimes Japan has better posters though. Like
I want to get the shirt with Jason with the flying V guitar.
Oh
yeah.
There were some really good kills in that movie. There were some creative kills, but of course it was the MPAA. As always, they didn't like Friday the 13th. But
7 got brutalized also.
And that's one thing I'm glad they did well. I'm sorry to interrupt, Jay. On the Shout Factory set for Friday the 13th, you get all those kills. They're VHS quality, but you can still see them in their full glory, as it were. And I'll take that over nothing at all.
For sure.
When it comes to that, because it's like, I don't feel that's one thing. If you look at, like, you got a Terrifier shirt on, look at what they do in Terrifier that doesn't get an X rating now. Like,
right. It's outrageous. It's absolutely
it's insane.
outrageous. Yeah.
And I'm not
It's
saying
offensive.
that. I'm not saying that to knock Terrifier because I enjoy the shit out of it. But the MPA standards are like the Overton window; they're constantly shifting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah, they yeah, and no, but they really are shifting though. Like they just say whatever they want, and it's like, oh, you can't if they don't like Friday 13th, and Paramount didn't want to fight for it either.
Yep.
Well, this movie is pretty gory for 1981.
81.
It out of all of the early ones, this one is like better in the kills than probably all the other ones. If I can think of, I'd have to go through. I didn't sit there go through every movie, but just from memory, like this is there's a lot of good kills in this. And just because I know I see Missing in Action there. Joseph Zito, I own every movie here. Prowler, Friday the 13th, Part 4, Missing in Action, Invasion USA, and Red Scorpion. And when you look at all those movies, this one, I guess, is the weakest. but I mean, like that's the problem. It's like this is a solid, like horror. Like this is like good. Like this is the checkbox slasher movie. Like you present this, you're like, okay, this is what every slasher movie needs. If you have all of these things, then you've checked it off, right? It's 90 minutes. It's got a cool costume. It has good kills. It has some, okay characters. You don't love them that much so they can die, but you don't hate them that much that you want to see them all die. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is like your standard bare minimum slasher without, you watch this movie. And if your movie checks all the boxes that this movie has, then you're starting out in a good spot. And then you just move up from there.
You were talking about similar releases and slashers. This came out in 1981 opposite The Burning as well, which is just another fucking gem. Because Savini worked on The Burning as well, didn't he?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
It's weird because I think The Burning is a better movie than this, but this has better gore. Like,
yeah, oh yeah,
like the gore is better here. So it's weird. Again, it's weird. Cropsey, Prowler, they both look pretty cool. Maybe Cropsey's a bit better because he has a face, and he is the guy versus the Prowler. We don't know who the guy is. Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it more details. Once we start looking at it. But anyway, just preliminary.
Yep. All right.
So I saw this like ages ago. Like when it was, I had this on Blu-ray. I saw this like, I don't know, 100 years ago or whatever it was. I never saw The Burning. I saw in the last 15 years or something, but like this I saw before and thought it was awesome, but it got overshadowed, as you said.
Yep. Yeah. So. This and The Burning I just saw this one I just saw for the first time last week, and The Burning I watched like 2 years ago for the first time. Yeah. What about you, Jason?
All right, I think he's frozen.
He's froze again.
This is a first watch for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in and out.
All right. So you're just watching this one for the first time. All right.
Yeah, I think there's a 5 cent left.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
Yeah, come back to me. I'm gonna wait until it clears up a little bit.
All right. So this was directed, as we said, by Joseph Zito. Writers were Neil Barbera and Glenn Leopold. Producers Joseph Zito and David Street. Production company was Graduation. Sandhurst Releasing Corporation distributed the film in the U.S. and Astral Films distributed in Canada. It had a limited theatrical release on June 26th, 1981, and a wider U.S. release on October 9th, 1981. I like that the original limited theatrical release was based on a date that's relevant in the movie, and we'll get to that when we talk about it.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just noticed that when I was looking at the first
I didn't know that. That's
release. Cool. Vicki Dawson stars as Pam, who reminds me of a lot of Amy Steele from Friday the 13th Part 2.
Big time.
Holy shit! It's not just me, because I was like, because I doubled. I was like, is that is that Amy Steele?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if not, it could be. Christopher Goutman as Deputy Mark London, and Farley Granger plays the Prowler in some key scenes. He was cast partly due to a connection with an investor's wife. Odd, but okay. Lawrence Tierney in a supporting role. He was what was his name? Major Chapman, Major Chatham, Major Chatham.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, and Tom Savini handled the makeup and gore effects, which are widely regarded as some of his best and most brutal work from the era.
Yep, for sure. I agree with that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So here we go. Here's the title card, and we'll get going with the review.
All right.
I love the start of this, how we get the movie time World War II, like 15 to 20-second, bit on, the boys coming back from the war, and how the narration leans in on, some of the guys are going to get left by their gals, and, how do these GIs pick up and start over again?
And I mean, it's pretty, so this is a first for the two of you guys. Was it a bit like, are we watching the right movie? Like, what happened here? Wasn't that a bit of an interesting way to do it?
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
Because there was because we watched it on Amazon Prime, and there's two of them. One was the Prowler 1951, and this was the Prowler 1981. So at first I thought I had the wrong one, or they had it mixed up, but it took me a little bit, so it's interesting. Because I thought I was watching the wrong movie. They got me.
Yeah. James Cagney's the Prowler. What? Oh shit! It's like
James Cagney. See, I knew like the premise of like it was a World War II veteran. So I wasn't. I didn't know it started like this. I thought it was a really cool opening. I'm like, that's kind of it's a different choice, but I'm like, okay, like we'll go with it. And I'm like, all right. And then it goes right in after this. You go into the Dear John letter, which was from
I
Rose.
was just gonna say the John Deere letter.
Yeah, and that was and it played right into the narration. She's like, I waited. I didn't know how long you'd be gone. And it was from Rosemary, and she signs her name with the little rose, which is actually quite artistic there.
Look how beautiful the penmanship. Okay, first of all, I can write somewhat decently. My wife is amazing at writing, but anybody past our, like my nieces and nephews are awful. It's like half the people I know can't write for shit. Like somehow we lost the ability to write.
You have to back then though, that was stressed, Yeah. Penmanship was like stressed. But yeah, dude, they teach cursive in my son's school now. I know a lot of schools don't even teach cursive anymore, and it's funny seeing it like that, on print. It's just it's a product of the time, as it were,
I almost, while I was watching this beginning, I started to think how cool it would have been to have the entire movie be a period slasher. Just as a rant, I knew it wasn't going to do that because I'd seen it before. I only saw it one time before, so a lot of it was brand new to me. When I first saw it, I only remembered, or when I watched it again recently, I only remembered the costume and the kills were cool. That's literally all I could remember. When this started, I was like, oh yeah, there's something about this, it's kind of coming back in pieces. But it's pretty cool. Like, this is something extra. A little bit something extra that they didn't need to do, right? This is Rob Zombie, I guess.
we didn't want to bring Rob Zombie on to review his Halloween movies because I already shit all over those. Right. So we figured we'd have him on to do the Prowler instead.
No. It would have been interesting to have it entirely be set in the 40s or whatever as a slasher movie. That would be kind of unique.
Yeah, you think about it because outside
I can't think of one that does take place in one.
No, outside of like a Jack the Ripper movie, you don't really get that type of movie from them. And these two characters, I thought they were going to be more important at first because they're the first two you introduced to. I'm like, but they're just like, okay, just a passing glance. But they do have pertinent conversation.
Because it like changes two different characters. Like, oh, now we're on these people. I thought the people we were arriving with were the protagonist, and it wasn't.
I think it's interesting to show this little beginning piece where, teenagers and whatever haven't really changed. Like, it's the same, right? Like the way that they're talking and interacting, it's pretty much the same. And movies like this, where we watch them now, and now we're seeing an 80s movie, which was modern at the time. So at the time, someone sitting in the theater is watching a movie and saying, oh, that's how it was in the late 40s, right? But now we're watching saying that's how it was in the 80s and the 40s. Yep. We have double the history here. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. This gal right here, I don't think she's anybody important, but I'm trying to remember their names. Wasn't this guy a Kingsley?
Yeah, one of I do have some negatives on this, not negatives, but maybe failings. And one of them is actually the story. I'm not really 100% clear as to what exactly are all of the motivations of everything that's happening. So I've lost a little bit of it. So maybe because you watched it just now again, right?
Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me because I was a bit confused as well.
Yeah, I was confused a bit. Yeah. I remember being confused when I first saw that. You were confused as well? Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe 100%. We could piece it together with three of us.
Like, yeah, I wrote down not much for plot, just get to the kills.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, I read that in the production notes. Hey, Al Davis. Not too bad. Not too late. Not too late. It was later re-released under the title The Pitchfork Massacre. I did find that an interesting choice of a weapon.
Yes.
A pitchfork.
He does use that.
But he used the bayonet too from his rifle, which was I liked.
For sure.
So let's this guy here, right? Oh, dude, that's the scene I have on in the background. We'll get to that. But the this right here where they're going out the bridge, this is the rich guy. I believe his last name is Kingsley. So and I'll wait because this is my whole hypothesis on the thing was now I don't know exactly how. I don't know if I should even go into this yet because it kind of gives everything away up front.
Well, okay, so these characters is not descendant, like the parent of this girl is going to be important later. Is that what's going on? Like, I feel like there's a weird revenge, but this is almost like Friday 13th-esque, where like the revenge is, I mean, it's warranted in the sense of the story, but it's almost directed to the wrong people. Like, when once Pamela gets her revenge or whatever, and then it's like, oh, they're going to reopen the camp. It's like, yeah, but these people didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. Like they're reopening the camp, and that's a insult to your son's memory. I get that, but they actually weren't there. Like I remember when I saw Friday 1, I had the same confusion. I'm like, well, wait a minute, these are not the same people. So if the Prowler is upset over what's going on, and and he was either left, like my sense was that he was abandoned by the girl. Now he's all pissed off or something. And is this the girl? Because then it's like, is the Prowler the same Prowler from then to now? Even that, I'm not really 100% sure of even that.
That was my thing, was I wasn't sure if it was, and that's why I was playing with the age of when we get the reveal of the character, because I'm like, was he the scorned lover that from World War II that did this then.
Yeah.
And because they haven't had this graduation dance since 1945, did he come back 35 years later to do that, which nobody ever caught him then. It's feasible. His character, he would be the scorned lover of this girl whose dad comes into play. And so does this guy's descendant. I don't think it would be his dad. It would probably be like his, son. And,
how did he have a son?
Right.
I think, the girl's father's the guy in the wheelchair. That's
Major Chatham.
Major Chatham. Yeah. Now he seems older than the person we
watched the same movie, right?
We did. Yeah. We watched this one, right? Well, I mean, I like discussing
I watched it with the group, and there were some dull moments.
There's definitely the reason why there's slow-mo. This movie is actually it's weird. The pacing is good because it's short, but the problem is that because there's confusion on the motivation of the killings and the plot, it seems longer because you're trying to figure out what's going on as opposed to being engaged with the movie. It's the only fault of this movie. Everything, this is not going to get a 10. It's not, it's going to get a good score from me, but it's not going to get maybe as high as some people might think it deserves.
A good score for me too.
Yeah, it's going to still get a good score, but there's massive problems with plotting. And you might think plotting in a slasher, who cares? But the thing is that this movie starts out in a unique way, which lends itself to more explanation than you would normally think. Because even Friday 13th Part 1 still has an exposition dump, right? And there is no exposition dump
with this movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I was engaged too.
Was very wasn't sure why the killer was there, or I mean, with Friday the 13th with Pamela, it kind of made sense. Like at the very end, that was the big twist. Like she was the killer the whole time when you're thinking it's somebody else. It's like I'm thinking every old guy. He's like, that's the killer. That's the killer. It keeps you guessing. I like that. And the pacing, the flower. Ooh, yeah, great. Fucking
so that's a good shot right there of the pitch. And again, why a pitchfork? I guess the roses for Rosemary, right? That's obvious. He's up. So he's the sworn lover. Yeah, the bayonet would make more like a pitchfork. See, again, it's like you feel like there needs to be something like, why is it a pitchfork? Like that's not part of his ensemble costume here. Like that's not his thing.
Yeah, his uniform is integral to who he is as a character. Yeah. So a pitchfork is very out of place. Harry Warden had his pickaxe.
Like one of those foxhole shovels, those military shovels.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
If he had one of those, that would be much more fucking on brand with the uniform. So after that,
he made too many foxholes.
So after
World War II, and it just drove him off the edge.
After the kill on the veranda, which is super fucking cool, double impalement with a pitchfork, we jump ahead 35 years. We get the title card, and then we jump ahead 35 years to June 28th.
I got it back. There you go.
June 28th, 1980. This movie was released in theaters on, what did I say? Limited release, June 26th, 1981. So it was in the time frame. I like that attention to detail. And this is where we're introduced to, what's his name? Deputy Mark London. And we have Lisa is in the purple and Terry is in the white.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. No, sorry.
Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
I can't help it. Every time I hear Lisa,
I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah. Oh, hi, Pete. I'm going to do that from now on. Oh, hi, Pete. No.
Oh, hi, March.
Welcome back to the graduate. So I guess they've convinced the town, right, that it's okay to do a graduation. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, because they hadn't done a dance since the murders in 1945. So this is now. At first, I was like, "Wait, what kind of is this? A high school grad? No, it's a It's got to be a college."
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, because I'm like, if this is a high school, this cop is fucking creepy. Like, did
Yeah,
the
I love it.
Weinsteins produce this?
Yeah, he's looking like, whoa.
Oh yeah, he looked like a lot of actors, like a little mix of everybody. One was the guy from the bad guy in The Mask. He's
Yeah.
also Zed in Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah,
He
Yep.
kind of looked like that guy, and
Yeah.
or a brother.
Yeah.
he does look
Once
like
you get a
that
good
guy. I like
shot
that
of it.
actor. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. This is yeah. So and he's checking these two out, and why not? And then here comes not Amy Steele,
Right here.
Vicky Dawson, who is absolutely like, I was like, Jesus, she's hot. I'm like, that's got to be literally, like, I looked at her at first. I'm like, that is Amy. No, like, no, it can't be Amy Steele, but no, she's our leading lady in this. And yeah, she's graduating, and she has a thing with the good deputy here, but he seems to have a wandering eye. He's skinny as hell. Like, this dude has like, he's just, I'm like, he's so skinny. Holy crap. Like, he's like, he's almost like thinner than her. I was like, holy shit, I didn't recognize it. I really realized it. I'm like, I saw he was thin, but like, you
Yeah.
stop on this frame, like, he's skinny.
That's a man and not a boy.
Like,
Yeah,
he's tiny.
skinny.
Like, I was waiting for him
But
to
look
have
at
like
that
a
chin.
He does have a fucking chin. He's got, Jesus, it's almost Robert Zadar like.
The Robert Zadar chin. Yeah. Zadar chin.
Oh
Fucking
wow! I mean,
Joe Swanson.
I think this. I do think they're playing into this because, I mean, okay, so I've forgotten who the killer was, and then I it's hard to know because the second I saw, I was like, oh yeah, I know who the killer is now, and it's hard to tell if that's just a latent memory coming back saying, oh yeah, that's what this was, or did I or was I able to figure it out quick? So I can't fault the movie for that, but the way that they pit it, it makes sense because this guy's inexperienced, right? So the sheriff has to leave town because he's on vacation or whatever, and the sheriff's not really aware of exactly what's all going on, right? So he thinks it's going to be okay. He leaves the deputy in charge. Little does he know, what's going to happen. And then, of course, there's a spoiler. I mean, right there, you can kind of figure it out, I suppose. But in any case,
Right.
I mean, it's because it's almost like you narrow it down. This movie only has two outcomes. Either it's one of two people or whatever, because there is no one else that fits the build of the Prowler, or it's someone we haven't seen.
Yep.
So Friday the 13th Part 1 did we've never seen the character. So the reveal of the killer is the first appearance of the character. Like, we don't see Pamela Voorhees in the movie until it's revealed that she's the killer, right? Like, it's not like she's throughout the movie doing stuff. Oh, it was her, like, it wasn't like that. So I wasn't sure if this movie's going to go that route. Like, is it just going to be a guy we've never seen?
It's
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini.
Yeah. Well, it is. It probably is Tom Savini doing all
it is.
the.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
All the actual kills.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's like, I know how the effects work. I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. It's just to, and you're paying the guy, let him do it. He can make it look good or whatever.
And yeah, when we find out the sheriff is leaving, like the first time I saw this, when the sheriff's leaving on a fishing trip, I'm like, okay. And yeah, you're just looking at
him later.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's the same. Like, he's going to leave. Okay. And he's going fishing. And then they try to throw you that red herring with, there's an escaped lunatic, and he cut up some guy and stole his bike, and and he might be headed here. And it's like, coincidence,
Yeah, so they could have played on that to say that he's heading here, but it doesn't make sense with the plot, because in a movie like this, that first 10 minutes obviously has meaning, or else they wouldn't have showed it, because it's too random. Like flashbacks to 30-year flashbacks or 35-year-old flashbacks are definitely not accidental in the movie. It definitely means something. So because there's a lot, to do that period stuff, you didn't just do it just for your health. So he's Rosemary scorned this guy, came back from the war. She scorned him. But I'm not sure if that was supposed to be Rosemary, who's that girl there that he killed, and she went with another guy, because I can't tell.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I think it's the same guy though, with another girl after Rosemary.
I see.
So he's already scorned. So he didn't go after her.
Right. So
he killed the guy, and which you got to remember the name Kingsley, because they make a point of introducing us to some characters with that name.
Mm-hmm. Did you find, I usually in movies, when people are soft spoken, I find them pretty likable. And, it's like, she's just, what I liked about some of these characters is that this is still in a time period where they don't know they're making a slasher. That's not an insult to slashers, but they don't know. They're just like, oh, we're making a scary movie. Like it's a horror movie. So we have to have characters. Once you get to the, Friday 13th part, 7 or 8, you're making a slasher. So it's like, okay, we got some who the disposable characters are, and who aren't the disposable characters.
Mm-hmm.
This movie doesn't know which characters are disposable, because each character is given like dialogue and things are like, oh, it's almost like, is this going to be the main girl? Because later they have the other girls. You're like, oh shit, they're pretty good too. Like everyone seems to be soft-spoken, nice people. They might smoke
Normal,
or drink or something,
not
something
a
lame
Halloween
like that.
or a Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah. The Halloween 5 characters, like, hello, ooh, it's me. It's like, okay, you're dead.
Exactly.
You're irritating or whatever,
Fucking
right?
Please
Tina.
die.
Yeah, please die as quick as possible, Tina.
Yeah, these are just normal people going about their business in this town. So it's hard to write that, actually. It's easier to write outlandish characters than it is to write a normal, like, what do you and your wife, it's like, okay, I got to write you guys as characters. Well, what do you guys talk? You're having dinner. What do you talk about? I don't know. What did the kids do today? Or like, it's harder to write realistically, low key dialogue that makes you believe that these are real people. It's tough.
Yep. And that's the thing, like with the characters you're talking about, the only one that I can see that you're supposed to dislike, and this, I think it would be Lisa, the brunette. And
I didn't even dislike her that much. I thought she was okay.
Because, what's her name? Pam, she obviously has a thing with the deputy, right?
Right.
But it's not as clearly defined. Like neither of them are very you can tell they are, but there might be some ambiguity there. So the other girl is just like flirting with him. She had a date to the dance, which we'll get to, and she just flirts with him, So
it's very harmless, but it's a bit insulting to. What I like is that she's upset about it, but not in an unrealistic, crazy way. I hate when, it works in Three's Company, because Three's Company is a farcical, like, slapstick show. But I hate when Three's Company characters enter movies where they're like, oh, how could you? Oh. It's like, what is your problem? Like, relax. Like, it's like take it down a notch here.
Yeah.
Like, talk it out. Like, she's reasonable in her anger about it. It's like, well, I didn't like that, but she's not like insane. I hate insane loudmouths. It's like it's instantaneously dislikable, because now you're more on her side.
Yep.
I didn't think Lisa was all, it's 1981 or whatever. It's like they're graduating. This is all very harmless stuff. This isn't like, total bitch alert or whatever, where you're like, I can't wait to see her die. It's,
Yep. And this is the sheriff.
Look at all this. Look at all.
Yeah, he's getting ready to go on his fishing trip here.
And don't disturb me. And the best character is the guy who answers the phone. Which
Yes. Holy shit. That whole sequence was fucking fantastic.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
That was fucking great. I love it. He just reaches over and slams the fucking door. or the little gate thing.
Yeah, to pretend that he's getting up. Like, just
Yep.
get up, you lazy piece of shit.
It's like, Jesus. How many
You're
people
paid-
died because your lazy ass wouldn't get up and go see, huh?
I love it. Well, look at how friendly this sheriff. If you have a problem, go to the sheriff. That's what your mommy and daddy told you to do. Go to the
Right.
sheriff. Before is he fishing 2 weeks before retirement? That's a good one.
2 weeks away from retirement, Riggs.
Yeah. All right, let's move up a bit here. Oh, I love this town with all of these colorful characters that aren't too outlandish but low key realistic.
So this is one of the
It's like
kings.
the Crazy Ralph.
Yeah, the Crazy Ralph guy. Yeah.
He's got the Crazy Ralph sweater, but he looks like Captain Spaulding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Look at him.
I did
he's
make that
basically
reference
Sid
to
Haig or
Sid
whatever.
Haig.
Yeah,
I was like,
He
that's
looks-
the Sid Haig. Yeah, the general
Yeah.
store dollar Kmart version of Sid
right.
Haig.
But see, Sid Haig,
Yep.
and I do like House of a Thousand Corpses, but that's
Same.
an outlandish. Again, that's a very outlandish fake. It's fake. You're watching a fantasy movie that's obviously heightened reality. This is like a low key kind of weird guy, but kind of like normal weird sort of.
We've all met these kind of people that work at like little
Yeah.
mom and pop type stores. So his last name's Kingsley, and his brother, I think it's his brother, supposed to be his brother that works there too. I can't remember his name.
And he's like a special needs guy or something,
Yeah.
right? Or whatever.
but he can drive.
Yeah.
Remember, because he's driving the delivery van.
Yeah.
But so he expresses at one
At
point
first, I thought
having
he
a
was taking a dump in the other room. The door was open. He was sitting down. I was like, "Is he shitting right now?" And then he stood
Oh,
up
that's hilarious.
with his overalls. But
There he
who can
is.
say he probably did shit his pants?
more than likely. He kind of looks like what's that comedian that I always Brian something. I always say he looks like an owl.
Poshen.
Yes. Yep. Brian Posehn. That's who he looks like. So these two, and I'm saying this is what part of my theory is that the guy that got killed in the original scene back in 45 was like a relative of theirs. Like they're of the Kingsley family from that town.
It probably is. And the middle guy, though, seems kind of, he's sort of the special needs person. He actually is pretty heroic.
Yep.
He has a heroic, and because he's a red herring character. So now we're getting introduced to which one of these guys is the Prowler, if any of them, because we don't know if they're going to pull the old, oh, it's the son of the Prowler, or there's a different guy, or maybe it is a escaped lunatic guy.
Great sequel name. Son of Prowler.
Son of Prowler, yeah. Anything with you could use the Frankenstein titles for everything. They did it for Chucky. They did Bride. They did Son. They called it Seed. They basically, I see what you're doing, Mancini. You're just stealing the Frankenstein names. I got it. Next was going to be the House of Chucky, but they called it Curse instead. I was like, oh, I should have called it House because it would have
Ghost of Chucky.
Ghost of Chucky. Yeah, like they should have continued on the Frankenstein numbering because that would have been better. But anyway,
Yeah, at that point, just own it.
just own it because it's like,
just
yeah.
own
Pink Panther did it with, I guess the Halloween movies did it with the Pink Panther franchise with Curse, Revenge.
Yes, they do. Yep.
Fucking Pink Panther. There's a reference I've
Those are great. Yeah,
they are. They're grammar watching those as a kid.
They're fun.
So yeah, these two are Kingsley's, and then we have the sheriff here, which just yeah. So this whole scene, they're not happy about the dance. This is Terry and Lisa, and they see the good deputy as the sheriff. I like when he says, "Hey, can you just anything else, sheriff?" He's like, "Can you get me some deodorant?" He's like, "No sweat, get it."
Yeah, okay. See, you see how obvious that is because he says, "Get it." See, like that is exactly how that person would tell that joke.
Yep.
I mean, it's brilliant. Like the acting, the who they picked. I don't know if it is the acting, if this guy's some great actor, but if they just picked it based on his face and body shape and the way he delivers the lines, it's great. Here's the girls here again. look, they're normal girls. They're not like, usually there'd be like the slutty girl and you're like, oh, she's the slutty one, but it's not really like that. Like, they're just normally dressed. Like, there's nothing weird going on. It's a normal town. Like, look at the town. This town looks great, actually.
They like the one guy. They both like the one guy. It wasn't like
They both,
the other one was slutting around
the
with
deputy.
everybody.
Yep. Yeah.
But she's not doing anything weird, like rubbing up on him. Or like, there's nothing weird going on. It's just like, oh, she might like him, and she's flirting a little bit, but nothing crazy. So they're okay. So the sheriff's like, I'm out of here. Don't bother calling me unless there's something majorly bad going on. Like, if there's a bunch of serial killings, then call me. But if there's not,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
And even then, don't call me.
But if you do, I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to be really mad. Just leave a message.
Here's some of the like, this is about as there is nudity in the shower at the one part, so we'll try to see if I'll try to skip by it. But
yeah, we don't need titties. I mean, we do, but we don't on YouTube.
Oh yeah, boobs. More like boo.
But see, like, their rooms are very, like, again, like, kind of realistic. It's not like nowadays they put posters everywhere, and then you always have that thing where they frame it in such a way where there's a movie poster in there to wink to the audience to be like, oh, look, this character likes Halloween, or this character likes The Thing, or, you know, or this is an older, so I don't know what movie they'd have, like a classic movie poster, or they'd have something where you're like, oh, that relates to this movie. They're not doing that because that's fake. It's just generic room. Like, yeah, this is just their room. Like, it's not like a movie room that is supposed to.
The Thing poster in their room, unless you worked at the theater or got, you know, involved with that. But yeah,
right, and they do that in movies all the time. Like, and
like
like
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things did that. Yeah, and you're like, how did you get that poster? Like, I liked The Thing back then, and I couldn't find shit for that movie. Like, that was basically like, you're lucky you had it on VHS.
An Evil Dead poster. Like, I'm sorry,
right, that was impossible. I did it. I actually had an Evil Dead poster, maybe in like 2000. I got an Evil Dead. I was able to find Evil Dead poster, right? Like, yeah, right. You can, not 1982 or whatever that was. Anyway, okay, so they're getting ready for the.
They're getting ready for the dance. Yep, the graduation dance.
So we can kind of. This is all.
This is where Lisa showed old man Chatham her tits.
Yeah, good job, Lisa.
She flashed him. Hey, you know what? He's in a wheelchair. The guy's got to get some kind of joy out of life.
So that guy's the father of the girl that died in the
kind of
opening.
Slutty thing to do.
It was community service.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's true.
It's community service.
So now they're kind of getting to where they're.
Yeah, they're leaving for the dance. And okay, so Pam, she leaves and Terry's still in the fucking shower, right?
Right.
And this is going to come into play after this scene because the Prowler goes in, and her boyfriend's in there too, because her boyfriend came in the room, and this scene is so wicked. Go ahead, Jason.
Well, I was just gonna say he went full Rambo with the montage of putting. You get to see all his whole arsenal. I was like, yes. I was like, okay, this is like if Rambo was a serial killer and he just went prowling around. Oh yeah, I love the montage. I love montage scenes. So yeah, very well done.
I love this too.
Very like okay.
Like, you don't really get this, like the guy gearing up or whatever for the thing. Like, that's kind of cool. So yeah, he gears up. So okay, it's around here, right? How am I gonna? Should I just like try to? Because like the effect of her getting, is it here or is it later on?
It's you get the boyfriend first, and then
kids, close your eyes.
All right, so here they're meeting up. So here's your cast now for the remainder of the movie. They're all meeting up.
Yep. But yeah, the pitchfork, the pitchfork to the gut scene with her and the knife through the top of her boyfriend's head.
It's
That's
awesome.
when,
Oh my
man,
God.
because that was the bayonet.
That's when
I
I
was
was
like,
sold.
yep, because he jams that bayonet through the top of his skull, and it's just because the boyfriend was gonna go in the shower with her. He goes back out
And he went
sits
full
on the bed.
Undertaker.
Yep, his eyes freaking turned white. I was like, man, I don't know if he'd be twitching like that still after that. Like, how active is your brain? Like,
Perfect.
They're perfect.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that was just gnarly.
Yeah, this was incredibly effective. I was a bit shocked at how effective it was. You know, you take shit for granted too when you're younger and you're watching all these slasher movies. You just want the next one and the next one. You just want the next one. But when you go back and watch them again with a more adult eye and we're watching this to talk about it, you're paying attention a lot more. And it's like, well, this is pretty goddamn awesome. Like, oh my God, this is like terrifying. This would be Terrifier in 1981. You're sitting in the theater, you'd be like, holy crap, like what is this?
And I'm impressed.
Well, how many movies have you seen where the eyes roll back? Like,
no, that's a very good detail.
A whole lot. That is unique, and it still hasn't really been replicated or done to death. You know, and it's just what an effective shot.
No, they've got a whole bayonet shoved through this skull, which is fantastic looking. Like that is.
And it still looks like he can play the piano.
All right, so let me see. I can go in 30-second intervals. Should I try that and see if it nails the?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's getting close.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Good. Because it goes from her screaming to the dance here, and so they're cutting. Yeah, I think it's what I can't remember the other girl's name with the short hair. Is it?
I don't remember okay, so. The positive about having characters that seem very down to earth and realistic and grounded is that it makes for a better experience of this feels like a real place. The negatives is that I'm not going to remember anyone because they're very, I don't want to say they're bland, but they're too normal. I'm used to having, that's the asshole guy. That's the nerdy guy. That's the hot chick. That's the good girl. That's the jock. Like I'm used to, you're used to that mentality. They did it in The Burning, right? Like where Jason Alexander was kind of, the shyster guy. Then you had that bully who was obviously a silly guy, right? So it's like, it's more obvious. But this one, because everyone is low key realistic, it's hard to remember who they were. So it's a negative, but it's a kind of a positive. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. But
no, it's an interesting dichotomy they kind of wrote themselves into with the more grounded characters.
Yeah, it's like they're just cutting cake. And we do this at our office too, and it's someone's birthday and everyone gets a square piece. Like, here's your piece. Thanks.
Now, Milton, you have to pass it until everybody has a piece.
That's real. I'm Milton. So I'm lit. Office Space actually is a masterpiece that I despise, but I've watched it so many times because it angers me because it's all real. Mm-hmm. I work in the office. It's 100%. All of it is real, and it's all annoying. That cake thing. My buddy has the red stapler from that movie just to have it on his desk to remind people about that movie. He's got the red anyway. But they're cutting the cake here. Yeah.
Yep. And this is Miss Alice, who we're now introduced to.
Who I really liked again.
Yeah.
You thought, it'll be a bitchy teacher or something weird like that, or she's mean. Nope. She's just a normal person who's trying to help the kids out and do her job.
Yep. Yeah. And then let's see here. Isn't this where I think our deputy gets here at this? Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets here. Yep. And he walks in, and this is where Lisa walks over and just cuts right off and takes him out to dance. And Pam is not happy.
Yeah, and this guy spiking the spiking the punch right in the side.
I was like, can we talk about this guy for a second?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's like, look how cool I am. It's like, all right, sure, I guess so. But I thought she looks very pretty here. This is very nice.
Mm-hmm. Look, can we just talk about the guy in the background here that was like 40 years old? Look
Well,
at
this
back
guy here.
No, back here. Looks like one. It looks like one of Golan or Globus back there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, who's that guy?
I want to be in movie. Put me in movie.
Give it to Chuck Norris. Give it to.
I want to be a high school student.
I will be background character with many women.
There's the band.
Yeah,
Actually, I want to talk about the band too.
Sure, let's talk about
You
him.
got Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger makes an appearance in this movie.
There he is. Yeah, it's like it's the
guy from the '70s show. Yeah, that one. The Angus
Yeah.
Young Mick Jagger.
Yep.
And here, does he spill it here? He spills it on her.
Yeah,
right?
he spills punch on her because Lisa bumps into him
Yeah.
and spills it all over Pam.
Oops, sorry. Dun,
Yep.
dun, 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 dun.
We have some lovely parting gifts for you, Pam Cakes.
So Pam goes to change.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my problem with Pam's level of awareness.
Right.
When she left, the elapsed time she was gone had to be 45 minutes to an hour. She comes back, the bathroom door is open, the apartment's still steamy. Even if
The
her
hot water would have ran out by now.
yeah, you're talking a college dorm. Like
Right.
even if you're getting busy in that, you're working against the clock.
Yeah.
Like you no. So she's like, hey, the fucking shower's still running. Did this bitch leave with the fucking shower running? Like
Right.
either that or she's graduating. She don't give a fuck about the water bill no more.
There she is. DED.
DED. Whoop, she's D. Yeah, she didn't know.
She doesn't notice the blood.
There was the blood splatter on the sheet. She just thought it was Lisa's time. I don't know.
Well,
know.
she's not Dexter or anything. She can't figure out that. I got you.
Where's Dokes?
All right. Okay, so she changed.
Yep, she had to
that's-
change.
I think here is now in this section here, because they're going to go explore the house and all that. This is where it starts to kind of drag slightly in the sense that they're not forwarding the plot. That's the problem. The movie is the perfect length. I'm not bored, but here's where I start to be aware of the time. And it's not the same as being bored, because bored is like, God, when is this gonna, like, is this, right? But I'm aware that, this is like starting to, like, okay, we need some kills, or we need some information or something, right? Like, I feel like they explored the house and we didn't really learn anything, right? So I think it's coming up. So she goes back up, she sees the guy and runs off. So it's not yet where I'm starting to lose what's going on. So here, this is pretty cool because she sees him and then she bolts, which is good. She runs away.
She had trouble with the locking mechanism. Then Major Chatham grabbed her. The old man is just out there inexplicably in the middle of the fucking night, just chilling right in his little rose garden, just chilling.
Very Giallo movie. The leather gloves.
I love it.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's some giallo to that.
Yeah.
It would have been better if he had a fedora on too.
Yeah. But he's in a wheelchair, so unless he's Professor X, he's not gonna do much.
If he was Professor X, wouldn't he just die? Is that what Professor X just does? He just dies.
Yeah, he just dies in every movie.
He just dies in everything.
Yeah, that is true. Don't get me on that one. Don't start me on that. Okay. So I'll go check it out. Now, the I'll go check it out thing is a horror movie trope. It must be in all movies, but I actually felt in this one that's like, it's a deputy. It's like, well, that's what the deputies do. Like, for once, the person going to check it out is the person that's supposed to go check this stuff out because that's what they're paid for. So it wasn't too contrived. It wasn't like,
no,
let me go check. Why are you checking? I don't know, because the plot told me in this page, on page 37 of the plot of the script, it said I have to go check, right? Like, no, this guy's the cops.
What plot?
Go check.
There's no script.
I read ahead,
That's
guys.
what they said. Did you read the script? There's a script.
I thought we just kept doing coke and shooting scenes and figure it out in post.
We'll edit it in post. It's fine.
Fuck it, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, fix it in post. There's the shoes here now.
Sweet boots.
Send
No,
the 90 pound.
That's about it. No, I was fine with that. I honestly thought at this point, I'm like, man, is the deputy gonna, like, the first time I watched this, I was like, my perception was a little bit different the second time, but I thought he was gonna catch one here. Like, I'm like, oh, goodbye, deputy. You're done. Like,
that's good, because you should be scared that at any moment any character is expendable in a slasher movie. So the rules aren't firmly set yet by 1981 either. Mm-hmm. It's not like, I don't get the sense that this girl's a virgin or something, or this is like she doesn't partake in drugs of any kind, or like, I don't think so. Everyone's doing whatever. Sure, guaranteed she's, had sex or whatever, and she's definitely smoked or something or did something, because like that's just the environment. So we're not getting the good girl trope or whatever here. So anyone's expendable.
This is where they go to.
Since I've seen My Bloody Valentine. Was that I can't remember if that was a lot of like pot smoking and.
Oh God, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen either version in a long time. I think I own both versions.
In the remake, there was one character, but they were having that party and they went to the mine. I can't remember if there was like stoner characters per se.
You know what I mean? Like those typical characters that would like, oh, they're gonna get it, but it seemed like the people, they were just kids and normal.
Yeah. The stoner character is only a character now when we know the rules of horror movies.
Yep.
But back then, it's just normal goings on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like no. If you watch classic films like black and white movies, you'll see everyone is smoking because everyone smoked. Like the women smoked, the men smoked. It wasn't a cool guy smoke. It was like everybody was smoking. Like the girls were always lighting up. Like one of the things of the men is to have a lighter for the women for whenever a lady needs a light. You're there to provide that. That's part of the caveman mentality. The man gives the fire and all that, right? So the chivalry, so now if you watch the movie right now that was set in 2024, 2025, 2026, and someone's smoking, you're like, he's smoking. It's kind of weird because they don't have that anymore, right? It's not as obvious. But doing if you're doing pot in this time, it's not something to be pointed out. It's just I love Crispin Glover. Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's it. The computer right there. It says you're a dead
computer. Don't lie.
Yeah. But there is no computer. Yes, but there's no yeah. All right. Anyway, so this is where it starts to lose me. Sorry, where they go to investigate. So they're gonna go start. I love that she comes back to go with them.
Yeah.
Right.
That Jeep reminded me of Salem's Lot a lot.
Oh yeah.
I got that coming on 4K.
Showed the Jeep a lot.
Did they have the scene where they got into the argument yet? No, that's when he takes her back. Okay.
Yeah. This is third time, second time.
Yeah, this is the first time they've been to Chatham's house. It's the second time they come back. Before they were leaving the dance, when she gets out of the Jeep and he's like, I don't want to drag you around anymore. And the whole argument was so out of nowhere. Like,
I felt that he was
it seemed like there was another scene missing.
Yeah. It could be. And I think that I think he was like, this is not, like, this is more dangerous than we're thinking it is, so maybe you better just go away or whatever. But here's where I'm like, okay, what is happening? Because I feel like this is very long. Like, this house is not that huge that it requires. This almost feels like filler time. Okay, let's search around for a while. But we didn't really, did we learn anything? I don't remember. So
she finds the Rosemary Chatham picture, and she finds his diary with the pressed rose in it and all that. So I think this was the girl from the beginning of the movie. Looking at this picture,
It is.
It is.
Mhm.
That's her. So we've got her, we've got Rosemary Chatham, and the Kingsley guy that she left our unnamed World War II veteran for that murdered them. Okay. So, which caused the end of the dance, and they brought it back now, which has triggered new killings. So
Right. That's the story.
That's the story.
The problem with this is that everybody knows that when someone is murdered, the first people investigated are the friends, family, boyfriend, husband, whatever.
Yep.
Like, so they would have been like, let's see, Rosemary was engaged to X, this person, broke off engagement, hanging out with this dude. This dude is killed. Perhaps we should check out the person she was engaged to. Like, it feels like that's and if that is the same person as it ends up being, then clearly this Chatham guy should be like, I know it's this guy.
Yeah.
Right. Plus, in these small towns, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, do they not hold elections for the sheriff? How would the town not be completely turned on this person, even with the insinuation that this person might be a killer? Like, even if they're proven to not be the killer, or there's not enough evidence, you know, then there's also the, why are you overthinking this, dude? It's just a slasher.
Right. We're getting into small town politics.
Get to the kills.
Get to the kills. I know, I can't help it because I'm making notes, so I don't know. I can't help what I'm thinking.
If it wasn't for Tom Savini, this movie would probably be like standard generic horror movie.
Yeah,
it'd be like a 5 out of 10 or something.
But
it kind of has some.
Again, especially towards the end, we'll get to that one. But holy shit!
Yeah. All right, so we learn. The problem is that this town already knows who was killed. Like, see, even what we learn is not that awesome because we learned what they already knew. Like, the town already knows that Rosemary was killed, that's the father, he's crippled. So what are they investigating? Like, let's check out his house because he was acting weird. He grabbed me. Okay, when she was running away, the guy in the wheelchair grabbed her, but she saw a man standing and running after her, and she went in front. So clearly she would have, seen that wasn't him. Plus, he's been in a wheelchair, so unless he's been lying this entire time, hey Draven, how's it going, dude? Unless he's been lying and pretending to be in a wheelchair this entire time, that's not really a big reveal, right?
This is actually the first time. Well, this is part of the movie where when I watched it, I thought there was more than one killer.
I thought that too for a second. Yeah. I thought that the original guy was different from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe the original killer was like, that's what I was saying, the son of or the father of or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a legacy killer.
Right. Yeah, I thought like maybe all the almost kind of like Hot Fuzz, where kind of like the older people, like the elites of the town, were kind of like in cahoots, and they were just kind of having like their own game, I guess you would say, just start killing people. But just a bunch of World War II vets. That's why I was like, oh yeah, but what about the plot, which was all about, a John Deere letter,
right?
And about a jealous and ended up killing her. So again, then I went back to that thought.
All right, so here's where they get the announcement. So they basically announce. So there's a guy that was drunk and he's kind of disorderly, like this kind. There's kind of like a guy causing some trouble, but he's not that crazy. So they make an announcement saying there's a prowler. They actually say there's a prowler outside.
Yeah, roll credits.
That was awesome. I like that. So it's like there's a prowler outside. Everyone has to stay in the building. Now, some people don't hear that. You know how it is. It's a horror movie. They don't hear it, or they don't know, or they don't care. So some of them, they're supposed to stay. But so this guy's the disorderly guy who's just causing a ruckus, and he's trying to leave, and they're like, no, you're not supposed to leave because you're supposed to stay indoors. We got to find this prowler guy. We got to save everybody and help everybody. But no, they're just being weird, and you know, this guy's like, no, I don't want to go out and whatever. No, that's the guy that spiked the punch bowl, I believe, right? Is that the same guy?
He's the only drunk person there.
Yeah.
Everyone else can handle their shit, but he was sipping a little bit too much.
He got drunk and showed ass.
All right.
He got drunk and showed ass.
I made one note which I thought was cool, and this is a product of its time because later they start to edit these. But I feel that the kills linger more on the gore shots. Like a lot of the times in these old ones, it'd be like a good hit and then it'd cut away, and it would be like. But these, I feel like it's like they're stabbing and holding it there for a while, and it's not cutting away, and it's not a fast flash cut. It's like
lingers.
It lingers way more, I think, and that makes it more effective.
And they give you your money.
They certainly do.
Yes, they do. And the old man here, I can't remember his, but he was funny. You know, Mrs. Alice is like, "Oh, it must be good to have the dance back." He's like, "Yeah, it makes me feel young again. I like the girls," which comes into play a little bit later on.
Mm-hmm. And look, it looks like all these balloons looks like boobs or something. It's like a boob.
Yep.
It's like a big boob hanging out there.
nice symbolism.
Your mind out of the color.
All right, so now, normally when there's a prowler around, I probably don't go swimming. But Pete, I think you had a. Did you have some comments on this? You guys are.
Lisa needed to cool off, so in the middle of a dance, she's gonna go to the pool because she's pissed that Paul there got pinched. So she's going to the pool to cool off, and Paul is trying to go find her, and that's when he got arrested. And I'm like, she just jumps in full makeup. I'm like, who the fuck does this? Like. Who does this? As a matter of fact, when he booted her in the face, that was one of the funniest things. I laughed so goddamn hard.
That was so satisfying. That was awesome.
She would climb up there and just bow right in the fucking face.
She should have been more of a bitch. It would have been a lot more sasatisfying, her getting that boot.
Yeah. And you know what was even funnier was the way she sold it. Like, the way she sold that boot. She flailed around. It was freaking hilarious. She flailed around more than Elizabeth Berkley in that scene in Showgirls. Mm-hmm. And her kill was freaking awesome here. Oh my God. You talk about lingering.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
The bubbles coming out of the throat was chef's
Yeah,
kiss.
this is the cover. I believe this is the Blu-ray cover. Which I don't have on me. I don't know. I'm never sure who's going to come on and want to show the cover. We don't need to have everybody showing their thing. But like, I think this is basically the cover of the poster. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. This was a gnarly fucking kill, and that scene of it underwater with her, just her neck, just it was just
see her last breath.
Freaking great.
The light filming it right there with the blood. You literally see her last breath.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah, and these two right here, this is the other girl from their friend group that I can't remember her name, but her and Revenge of the Nerds are going to go to the basement to find a place to hook up.
Yeah. And this guy's horny.
Rick
Moranis. Now, this is slightly off. Bad. It's just framed poorly.
They shouldn't have shown the blood in the water as she was making the approach, because there's no way when you walk in there, if you expect somebody to be in the pool, the first place you're not going to look when you come through that fucking fence is that pool. That's 100%. The first place my eyes are going to go. I'm looking for Lisa. She's supposed to be in the pool. I'm going to look to the pool. And then there's a big ass fucking bloody mess there. You know, like you're going to see that. And then you're going to say, okay, she's not over here. All right, what the hell? You know, that was the only thing. I mean, I'm overthinking it, but it just
No, I don't think so, because the shot is weird.
If they would have framed it from the pool up, like they should have
zoomed into her here.
Yes.
Granted,
and then cut from the behind her
on a
and
60mm film.
True.
I know, we're nitpicking this, but I mean,
good.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. Like, I mean, like, this is 1981. They've got 5 minutes to make this movie. They just want to get it out. Like, they're not gonna. They're trying to just get this movie complete. So, but
They
on the
want
other
us
hand,
to see it, the audience. She's just oblivious.
yeah. So on the other hand, we have to call it out because we're going frame by frame on this movie. We have to call it out. Like it's
they didn't make this with the intent that 45 years later we're going to be sitting here reviewing it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like
like
wait a minute, this shot isn't that good. Joseph Zito, you're a trash director.
But I honestly did like the cinematography in this movie.
I did like it as well.
I really did. Things were framed extremely well,
except for this one shot.
This is my only gripe.
Yeah. Cinema. Yeah, the artistry of this movie is getting top score in my system, my rating system. It's perfect. Like,
oh yeah, the music
was amazing.
This is really great.
Yeah. It's just the story.
No title sequence, like just the Prowler, and then no names, no starring, just right into it.
Yeah.
All right, here's these two trying to find. Ooh, look, let's get busy.
He's gonna take her down to a secret spot. He says. Yeah. This is
I do want to.
I mean, this is Louis Tully or whatever.
He looks like Jim Halpert dressed like Dwight. That's what it is. That's the episode where Jim dressed like Dwight. I created the whole ensemble for $8.
Like $10 or whatever.
Yeah. He's using his little calculator watch.
What kind of bear is best? It's a ludicrous question. Black bear. Well, that's debatable. He gets into the debate with them, which is.
I have that hoodie. It says Bears beats or Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. I don't like Beats, but I do like Battlestar Galactica.
I hate Beats.
Yeah, I hate Beats too.
My mother made me eat them as a kid. I hate
oh my god, mine did too, and I wanted to beat her up.
I vomited them on the carpet, and she never made me eat them again.
She still will. She's like, "Do you want to try some?" Like, Mom, I'm 48. I've never liked them. Nothing's changed. It's like, stop serving. Still, dude, I go for Thanksgiving. Oh, I made beets or something. Like, why? Nobody wants them. Go away. Anyway, sure, the python, yeah, the Bowser snake.
Yeah, and this is where we get the scene with the old man who is kind of watching from the shadows. Yeah, he likes it when the youngsters are here.
All right, so she's now noticed.
Yep. Mrs. Alice has noticed that there's literal blood in the water, and yeah, she goes to walk back and tell everybody at the dance what's going on.
Look at that.
To the fucking throat. That was beautiful.
Oh my god. Miss Alice, she was all right.
Right?
Doesn't pay to be a good teacher.
No, another character you couldn't dislike. Like, honestly, you know.
Yeah, I liked her. Like, I mean, she can't see for shit, but it's dark. Yeah. You know, not looking at the pool. Maybe, you know, sometimes in real life, when you're filming something and you're like, you know what, she wouldn't be able to see the blood. It's too, because like it's very possible they thought that too. And then, you know, here we're watching a Blu-ray. Like, I've got an upgraded Blu-ray, right? So it's like all of a sudden everything's clear. You know, it's like double impact. I've got it on 4K, and you're like, those two Van Dams are not next to each other at all. Like it's not even close. You know what I mean? Like, but on VHS, it looked pretty good. You're like, oh shit, they're right next to each other, right? So, you know, sometimes you don't want movies to get too clear, because you start to see like, wait a minute, like Star Trek original series, it's like they're holding little black things. Like, is that a communicator? It looks terrible, right? Like, you know, because now they didn't know that 100 years later, some guy's going to scrutinize the crap out of this and be like, this looks like shit. All right. So he's going to call. This is where he calls?
Yeah.
Okay. No, first there's this part. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The old man's jerking off in the background while he watches Rick Moranis plow. Yes. Look at him. He's like, yeah, lay that pipe.
I like it.
And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Wait, go back.
I'll go back. Yeah. Oh, like over here? Where was he? Is that? Are they?
Yeah. It's
oh, there he is. I see him.
Yep, there he is. There's a reindeer and there's Santa Claus and shit. And here's Kingsley from
Ho,
the
ho,
hardware
ho.
store.
Yeah.
And he says to them at this point, they should have never let him have that dance again. Blah, blah, blah. There's kids messing around in the cemetery.
We're all
Yeah.
doomed.
Oh no, not the
You're all-
cemetery.
You're all doomed.
I don't think I've ever had.
You're going back to Camp Blood again, ain't you?
Why they have to go dig up Jason?
It's got a death curse. The dance has a death curse.
Why? I don't remember ever having any inclination to go to a cemetery as a like a teen or whatever, like to go do stuff. Like, let's go to the cemetery and drink beer. Like, okay, why? Like, I never had that.
No, there's a myriad of other places we can drink beer.
Yeah, like, why are you going to the cemetery for? And then, like, let's dig up a grave. You know how hard that would be?
Right? Like, I seriously think movies have given people a false illusion of what it exactly means to be a grave robber.
Yeah, I mean, they use cranes. They use construction.
They're not digging those holes with two dudes and a couple shovels. That's a fucking crane. That's a piece of heavy equipment. It's not the fucking 1800s anymore.
I know, it's like they always do that in movies. It's like the grave is just dug up in 5 minutes.
Yeah, Grandma didn't die of diphtheria. Like, this is not what happened. She's not buried in a shallow grave alongside the riverbank. Maybe she is, depending on where you live. I don't know.
Well, here comes Deputy. See, this entire section, the kills are great, but this story, they lost the plot here. It's just like,
yeah, like this scene was kind of like, okay,
like, why is this even dug up anyways?
Vibes.
Yeah.
Except Phantasm has, is much obviously more elaborate.
Yeah, there's a payoff.
There's a payoff.
There is here because they find Lisa's body in the fucking casket, and there's the reveal later on what happened, because this is Rosemary's grave.
Right.
What happened to Rosemary? So it doesn't really I guess but we'll get there.
Yeah, like, and why is he killing if he's upset that they've reopened the dance or whatever? Why doesn't he kill the people organizing the dance?
Right.
Like that girl didn't organize the dance. She just went to it. So, like, what was, like, the first kills make sense based on the story. They don't make sense, but I mean, you see the guy's angry at the girl, so he kills her. But, like, this is just like, why are you killing these random people for? And, like, why are you digging up graves? Like, he didn't seem like he was a place the bodies around person.
Yep.
Like Jason's a place the bodies in strategic spots so that it'll scare someone, right? But this guy didn't seem like that. This guy's MO was like, no, I'm taking care of business and I'm moving on, right? Not place them in weird spots or whatever, right?
I would love to see a movie where it shows Jason setting up all these bodies in the corners and all that, like setting them all very precisely. So it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be so awesome. When she opens this door, it's going to swing down and give her a good old fright. You know, pinning them up to the door, like, him with a hammer, just kind of like nailing them in there.
Yeah, he sets one up and it falls over, so he's like breaking bones to like get it set. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
They did it in that one that you didn't. There's that one that you didn't like. That POV movie.
Which one was that?
Oh, In a Violent Nature. Was that the one?
Yeah.
They showed him setting up bodies in that one, I think. Did you see In a Violent Nature, Jay?
No, I don't think so.
That's where it's the entire movie is the POV of the killer.
Yeah.
And he sets up the bodies. So it's what you're saying.
Elijah Wood.
No. There's no. Nobody respectable is in that movie, but I thought it was all right. Pete wasn't as into it.
No, I you know what got me in the end of that was the reveal when they unmasked the killer. They should not have done that.
Right.
He shouldn't have taken his mask off. That was
continued on. Yeah.
Yep. But
all right. So
kills. But this was this. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Born 1925, and then they scratch out the date here.
Yeah,
she's still alive.
Judith Myers.
Yes,
he's back. He's back. Same thing happened over in Russellville.
Ah,
Lisa, no.
damn it. Somebody defamed this tombstone. That's a federal offense. There's killings and they dug up the dead. Oh yeah, I know all that too. But this really pisses me off. This is a lot of craftsmanship and hard work to make these tombstones, and to deface that. This guy's a son of a bitch.
This is a crime that's within my pay grade to solve.
I'm definitely gonna solve this one. Yeah.
I'm not so sure on the murders. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Boston. Oh, I love this guy.
Yep.
Um,
Well, hang on.
Oh, this guy. Yeah. This guy's brilliant. Loved it.
So this guy became the de facto best character in the movie because he's the only character who's not. He's outlandishly realistic. Like, he's kind of realistic, but he's really outlandish. Like, he's the I hate my job. This sucks. I don't even feel like doing anything. It's like he doesn't even bother to go check. Now the twist is that if he did go check, it would have been different, right?
Yep.
Like, you're sitting here watching, saying, "Hurry up, we need the sheriff. Go check." Right? But when you see it a second time, you're like, "Oh, that's kind of funny the way they did it." So I thought it was clever, and he's very funny.
And he just came on his shift an hour ago. How can he be this lazy already? You're supposed to wait at least 2 hours into your shift before you go into like coast mode.
I mean, usually it's the last 2 or 3 hours of your shift where you don't care anymore, not the very beginning. Like, you still got the whole night ahead of you.
Right? He was pretty deep into that game of solitaire,
he
though. He wanted to be at the dance. He was mad he didn't get asked.
Yeah, has anyone ever I love solitaire. I used to play it on the computer. I could end solitaire in less than 1 minute. I was so fast at solitaire on the computer. I could literally end it in 1 minute. And I'm like, I don't think anyone in the history of the world played solitaire like this ever. Like, was this ever? I'm like, who lays the cards out? Like,
my kid does.
Oh, does he play this?
Yeah.
Like, actually, he doesn't play it on a device or something?
No, he plays it with actual cards because he learned. Wow, that's great. He learned how from Papa up at the cabin. So.
Oh, awesome! Yep. Oh, that is awesome. Then I'm happy for that. I was going to say, like, this is like a dead format. Like, does anyone do this? Yeah.
Because I used to play this on my computer all the time.
Yeah, like even my grandfather. I mean, the second we got the first electronic thing, like we literally gave him our old computer just for solitaire. Like, he booted up and his desktop was blank except for solitaire. And you would double click that, and not even spider solitaire or hearts. Like, it was literally just generic.
Best investment.
How do you start that solitaire machine?
Yeah, that's what
that goddamn Minesweeper.
Yeah, no, not Minesweeper. No,
I don't want chips challenge.
Listen, buddy, I'm gonna go check. I can't do the accent, but like,
yeah,
it's like, I'm gonna check. It's like, yeah, and then he goes. I love that he doesn't even get up to check it.
I haven't cracked open a beer yet. I'm already pissed off. No bears.
I love. Okay, when he for the audience who hasn't seen this is the deputy. The deputy is doing the correct thing. As soon as he sees the grave and stuff, he's like, okay, you know what? This is crazy. This is not just some prowler. There's murders going on. I have to call the sheriff. He calls them at the fishing lodge, and this guy answers, and he will not go. He's like, I haven't seen him. I don't feel like going up. Can you go check to his cabin? No. He's like, can you call him? He's like, no. So he's just being uncooperative. And you're like, okay. But the thing is that, like, why is he, like, it's just so weird, because it's like, why is he being so, like, mean about it? It's just awesome. He's such a weird character to throw in here in, like, the last, what is this? Where are we at here? Half an hour left? 23 minutes left, and this guy shows up, and you're like, what the hell? This guy's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah, he ate the sheriff.
Yeah, I think he ate him.
But he did not eat the deputy.
But I love the fact
the deputy.
Yeah. So the deputy's like, can you give a message? He writes it on the bag that his hamburger came in.
Yep. and then just sets it aside. Like, this is fucking fantastic. This is what happens when you call customer service 90% of the time.
Yeah, I did
Oh, my
customer
finger.
service. I did customer service at internet for internet providers. I did that for 2 years. Oh my god, dude, we don't care whatever your stuff. Oh, I got charged extra in my car. Oh well. It's like, what do you want me to do? You want the money? Okay, here you go. Like, I don't care about your story. The best thing you can do for customer service is don't thank them, don't be polite, just say precisely what you want in the fewest words possible, and then let them speak and answer their questions. Anyways, that's a tip. That's a pro tip right there. Okay, so we called the sheriff. It's all okay. I had to use an Indian. My wife is Indian, so she had the full accent, and she actually was in Canada. Which people are like, are you in Canada? It's like, yes, we actually are in Canada. We actually were in Canada, so it's like, are you in Canada? It's like, yes. It's like, anyways, yeah. So, okay, they're waiting for the sheriff to come back.
Oh, he called the state police here too, didn't he?
Yeah, he called the state police, which is also smart.
Yeah.
There, he wrote. That's where he wrote the note.
She just got deputized. She's now the sheriff too.
Yep. Look at me. I'm the sheriff now. She even went back to check on the prisoner. Got him to quiet down. Got him to quiet down in his cell.
That's pretty good. She's better than the real sheriff.
Yeah, there's a job waiting for her at the Avalon Bay County Sheriff's Department.
Look at that. All right, so now they go back again, right? Is this the second time they go back?
Yeah, this is where they have their little argument.
And then she gets kind of pissed off. There must have been something that we missed something, or
I think they cut a scene. They had to have right there.
Yeah, because there hasn't been any weird errors. There hasn't been any continuity errors or anything like that where you're like, wait, what the hell's going on now? Like it.
Yeah.
I want you out. I don't want to leave. All right, then get back in.
I wish I could quit you. Wait, wrong movie. Never mind.
Yeah, like, so now they're going around.
Halloween, the stairs with the shadow silhouette.
Oh, big time. Yeah, that's big time. I don't think you can escape, even if you try not to. The problem with something like that is that even if you try to not.
Yes, that was.
Yes, good call.
Yep.
Yes, he does look like that. Yeah.
It's his cheekbones and his eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm the Peaky Blinder.
Yeah, I think even if you tried, I think Halloween is so powerful that even if you try to not copy it, subconsciously you're going to copy it in some way. It's almost like impossible to not somewhat copy it.
Friday the 13th is a copy of Halloween, and Halloween is actually a copy of Black Christmas.
And there's Bay of Blood, which is
just had this huge chain. So that Friday the 13th really popularized the genre, I want to say.
Yeah. And Black Christmas is Canadian.
Then, everything else was.
And Black Christmas is awesome. Bay of Blood, that's another early one of these kinds of ones. A lot of these, like, I would just like, it's like, what's the first metal album? You know, like, it's like, do you go proto? Like, I always just say, I just go with Black Sabbath as the first metal band, just because that's the easiest and most obvious one where you're like, this is heavy metal. Prior to that, there's like metal elements. Same with horror. If you just say Halloween, or because even Black Christmas, there's some things where it's like, well, it's not exactly. I don't know. I feel like something is off.
Right.
Like,
I guess the POV killer shot, which this also has as well.
Yeah.
That's why, just kind of like, okay, this is really popular. Let's do our version of it.
Yes.
And then a lot of it was, like Friday the 13th was literally like, let's rip it off.
Yeah. But they still made it their own, which is good. And it was a mystery reveal. It was more giallo. It had giallo elements too, because of the whole. That's why sometimes people throw in Bay of Blood too. All of these like Italian ones too. Like it all comes from like either like those really pulpy kind of stories or whatever. You need Old House of the Blind Ones. Yeah, you need that. Yeah, that exactly. Yeah, peeping Tom. That's yeah. Like that peeping Tom guy was there to be there. Like he didn't do
Yep.
anything. He was there.
The way this guy carried his shotgun bothered me so much. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, why is it like
you're carrying it straight up
He's
in
ready
the
to
air.
shoot that ceiling. He's got his finger on the trigger.
Horrible trigger discipline. I mean, this guy. There's a reason you're not sheriff. And here's Rosemary.
with the rose? Right?
Yep.
Pin a rose on your nose.
Okay.
Oh, here's the chimney part.
Yep. This is where we find the body. This is Rosemary's body shoved up the chimney.
Again, I just want to see the killer fidgeting with trying to stuff someone up a fucking chimney.
A 35-year-old
Right,
rotten corpse. He's trying to shove up a fucking chimney. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but this is a good composition here on a lot of these shots. You got your like, I always love these where the killer is doing things and the person's kind of in the foreground, and it's like, there's another shot of this too that I found a second ago. Yeah, there's a better shot.
Here. Yeah, it's very Friday. You see, Friday the 13th took from this as well.
Mm-hmm. I think the shots. Like some of these shots they're just iconic shots where they have to be in a horror movie. It's like if someone's perfected something, there's no need to change it. Like once the POV was done, and you're like, well, that's cool. It's like, well, that's it. I'm going to use POV, and the Batman with that 4-hour boring ass movie where Batman loses at the end and doesn't know, and has scanning technology, but doesn't know what a carpet tucker is. He's got fucking scanning eyes that connect to computers. Sorry.
This one came out the same year as Friday the 13th Part 2, 1981.
Yeah. The thing is, Friday the 13th Part 2 is a better movie because of the character story and like the way that the killer is because Jason is a known killer. But the way that they got into the psychological aspects of Jason and for Ginny to sort of trick him in the end to get an advantage is very cool. But this movie has better gore and kill effects than Friday the 13th Part 2.
I was waiting for her to take a piss while she was
Yep. And it's so funny. Friday the 13th Part 2 came out on September 29th. This was out June 28th. And they both have a scene with a mouse under a bed like this, except there was no piss in this scene.
Yep.
And the producers at Paramount wanted somebody to piss themselves in that scene. So that's where the urine came from.
I do want to talk about this haunted furniture room. All the furniture are ghosts.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, he's got this massive house, and they said he had a stroke. So he's in a wheelchair, so he can't go to like certain wings of this massive house. So I guess that's why everything's covered up. Because I think the deputy says he hasn't been.
I do like how
second stroke.
They go upstairs to go check on to see if he's up there. It's like there's no wheelchair ramp or anything. Like, why would you think he's up there?
Yeah, did he crawl up the fucking stairs on his belly?
I'll piss.
And why did the Prowler like put the body? Like, why did he put the body there? Like, like what the hell's going on? Like, see, this is the thing. It's like, wait, what? Why is it there? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, you'd think that was he trying to preserve. There's gonna be what's the time left? We're almost done. There's 9 minutes left, and there's not any exposition dump. It's just like, okay, it's over. And then there's like the weirdest, one of the weirdest final ending things where you're like, wait, what? What's going on there? But we're close. We'll get there.
Yeah.
And this is the killer searching. And I mean, this is the cat and mouse. We've seen this.
Yep. It's never made clear whether he killed Chatham or not either.
That's
That's ambiguous. He's knocked out the deputy at this point, or you are made to think the deputy's dead.
Yeah. He says he's not dead. I'm not dead. I feel fine. Yeah, so he's breaking in. I mean, this is classic horror stuff. No worries. Okay, now check this out.
Yep.
Where's our buddy here? I can't get to him. Hold on. Yeah, there you
Right
go.
there. Yeah. So he shows up and shoots the fucking Prowler. Just blasts him with a shotgun. And him and Pam are having this moment. She's all happy. She's smiling at him. Prowler, she sees him start to move. He sits up finally with that sawed-off double barrel and just blasts this dude. Just eviscerates him with it. Like,
I liked this guy, man. I thought I was like, oh shit, I like that guy. He came in for the save at the end. Pretty good. I can guarantee you my convenience store owner wouldn't come help me out.
It's Kevin from The Office. And I cut the chilies up by hand and I dice the tomatoes and everybody gets to know each other in the pot.
It's pretty good.
It's an old Malone family recipe.
Yeah, so this guy's dead as hell.
Yeah,
He spilled the beans.
I love that. I've watched that so many times when he spills that fucking pot. I stayed up all night making this.
Yeah, so here's the tackle. Spear.
Yeah, my God.
Took his head off.
That man had a family. Yeah, she stabs him in the back with the fucking broke off pitchfork handle.
That's good. I like that.
Has she ripped his mask? He hasn't taken it off yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Oh.
How are we gonna get to his face? Oh, there you go.
Right here. It is the fucking sheriff.
God damn it. Don't trust the police. That's what I always say.
I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Right.
So they struggle over this double barrel, which has one shell left in it. And
which was in his arsenal, and he never used it until this moment where he pulls it out. I'm like, ooh, yeah, he's got a shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
It was Chekhov's gun. It was introduced, therefore it had to be used at some point.
Right. Yeah, if you show it, you have to use it.
Yep.
I don't know how we're gonna get to this. You blew it up, damn you! But she blows the crap out of this. Oh my god,
his fucking head explodes. Like I think we said off air, it was comparable to Scanners.
Yeah,
it's in the top 10. I mean, it's in that tier list
for head explosions.
For best head explosion. Tom Savini does a lot of good head explosions.
How does the one from My Deadly Friend with Mama Fratelli getting her head crushed by a basketball rate?
Let me see.
Remember that one? Christy Swanson crushes Mama Fratelli's head.
Let me see. I'll have to look at it. I haven't seen that like a long. Yeah, here we go. I'm watching it now. Let me see.
Yeah,
that's pretty. Yeah, that one was pretty good too. The thing with Scanners is that like because they built up to the head exploding and you were waiting for it, and it was such a great payoff. Whereas this was like, whoa, like some of these other ones are just like, oh shit, like what the hell? You didn't have a chance to prepare, so you weren't scrutinizing. But in Scanners, like, oh, something's weird's gonna happen. Like you're like, oh shit,
they like go in slow motion,
right?
With Scanners.
Now in Scanners, they did shoot it with a shotgun. Cronenberg did shoot it with a shotgun. He just made a head and blew it up. He literally blew it up. I don't know what they did with this one, but this one's pretty damn good. I don't know if there's a GIF of it if you want to show. I mean, we could try to play the movie, but I don't know if it's gonna matter.
Yeah,
we can just let it be. But anyways, trust us, it's pretty good head explosion.
Yeah, it's a great explosion. And after this,
it's selling. I'm gonna buy the movie because this scene.
Yeah,
everything was good. I mean, really good. But with that head explosion, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, it was fucking great. And then they go back. They take her back to the dorms, Deputy takes her back to the dorms, Pam, and Pam goes upstairs, and
Yeah.
the fucking shower's still running. The water bill's gonna be sky high up in this bitch, and she fucking goes in there and opens the shower door, and the body of Paul, I think, or no, I can't remember his name, but he reaches up and he grabs her, and she snaps out of it. She screams, and it's just his body, his lifeless body. And then she sees Terry laying there on the floor.
Yeah, so like he was like moving it. You're like, what the hell's going on around here? What the shit?
How is he still alive?
Like, what is happening here? I couldn't tell if this was supposed to be some supernatural thing because he had the white eyes and all that.
Yeah.
It was like weird ass thing. Like
he got fucking brained. There is no way he's alive.
Yeah.
Like, no, not in any plane of existence did he survive that.
Yeah, this was definitely weird, but it made it better.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy ending.
It was a very Carrie moment.
Yeah. I don't know. That was super weird, but very cool. I mean, it's just something to make it stand out. Like give it some little bit of something, something a little bit, unique. I don't know if you've ever seen Pieces. I won't spoil the ending, but the ending of Pieces is super bonkers weird.
Exactly.
You're just like, I had to rewind the movie. I'm like, wait, what the hell happened there? I was like, did I miss something in this movie? I ended up rewinding 10 minutes and rewatching. I was like, okay, no, I haven't missed anything. This is the weirdest ass thing ever. But
Al, this guy was one of the lesser known Carradine brothers.
Yes.
I knew you were going to go there.
You fucking do it too. But no, that was the Prowler.
That's it.
I'm glad I watched this one. I really was. This is a good movie. It really is a fun slasher. There's some slow moments, like you said. And so the sheriff is he's the veteran. He's the World War II guy. He killed Rosemary and the Kingsley guy. So the Kingsleys have always had this thing against the dance because they never found out who killed him, even though he would have been the number one suspect. But so that's
I would have preferred if you didn't see who it was, where it was a complete mystery and you blew the head off and you just never know who it was. Unless you pick the teeth out.
Right.
Yeah, we checked the dental records. So let's go ahead and score this thing. Jason, I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I know I've been giving everything an 8 lately. But an 8.5. Like that head explosion alone gives it so much more points. I mean, normally a standard, slasher film, but the kills were fantastic. So it ramped up. So I'm gonna give it I'm just gonna give it a solid 8.
8. All right. 8 to 10. J-Man, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, 8 as well. It would have been way higher if it was either what Jason's saying, just make it completely ambiguous and make it a weird movie, and then you got to think it through, or if you're going to show us story bits, you have to give us the full story. You can't give us 70% of the story and then make it a bit confusing. Either you give us nothing, like Phantasm, and you're just like, I don't know what's going on, but this movie's bonkers and awesome. Or like Inferno or Suspiria or any of these weird ones that we've watched. It's like, whoa, shit. Or this one's like, they gave a bunch of story, but then they didn't give us enough. So you're almost like, should there have been more? So you're left with a little bit of confusion. And because of that, and it's slightly slower, but kills are like friggin' awesome, especially for this time. But even now, they're still awesome. The killer looks cool. Head explosion. The characters, I actually liked the characters. I was sad that some of them got killed. I was almost like, I like these guys. So pretty damn good. This is 1981. So 8. Yeah. Like by today, 2026 eyes, this is still an 8 out of 10. If I saw this in 1981 in the cinema, I'm walking out saying, this is one of the best horror movies ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to put yourself in that position, but still 8 out of 10. Like by my system, that's kick ass. So it's awesome.
I myself am gonna have to go with I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I'm an 8 out of 10 on this one as well. My only issues were the pacing and it just in just a couple scenes, that took it, like the graveyard scene,
Yeah.
and there was the one scene at the house at Chatham's house that kind of drug on. And then
Yeah, it was
like you said,
yeah.
with the story.
Yeah.
You didn't give us all, like, I mean, you can kind of piece it together, but I mean, at the time, audiences don't have the benefit of being able to watch things, on demand and figure things out within 2 viewings. You catch things you miss, you know what I mean?
And pause the screen and write shit down and then play.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Rewind it a bit, like.
Yep.
Yeah.
So no, that was my only issues. Other than that, this movie is fucking great. This is definitely an underrated gem of the genre, and Joseph
definitely
Zito deserved more
the
credit
collection.
for this. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a physical copy of this one. This is something I want to own.
Like Joseph Zito, though, like, I mean, to do all, like, I mean, Missing in Action, Invasion USA is like the best movie ever, man. It's like so, like, and like, I mean, and then I mean, Friday 30 Part 4 is like the perfect, like, if someone said to you, I don't know what is this Friday the 13th? I just watched this Part 4. That has everything. It's got the nudity, the kills, the counselors, the kids. Jason's mask is full. It's like he's got the full Jason. He's got the gore is great. It hadn't been butchered too badly, right? Like, where you get to like 6, 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8. So it's like going from, like, you can see if you watch this movie, you're like, this guy knows what to do. This guy's like right there. Like, you could just tell that his next one, like, you watch the Prowler, you're like, oh, I bet you this next one's going to be even more awesome. It's like you watch Phantasm 1, you're like, oh, Phantasm 2 is going to be kick ass. Because once they get a budget, then everything's going to look awesome too, right? Yep. So, because I love Phantasm 1, but Phantasm 2 is like fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, the Phantasm
when he gets the 3 double barrel shotgun.
The
3 pump Hydra shotgun.
It's so like, cool. It's badass. Yeah.
But that was our review of the Prowler. Thank you very much, Jason, for joining us this evening. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Subscribe to J-Man's channel. His link's in the description. This is the last live stream until the first week of April, because I'll be in Florida. So sayonara, cold weather. I'm donning the white shoes, and I'll be down there with the rest of the Jews. So, yeah. But there's content. We have an episode of Tuesday Night Terrorvision. Me, Killer Pizza, and J-Man ranked the 25 best slashers from the 80s. That is coming out next Tuesday night. You'll have content all week releasing on the channel while I'm gone. I'm better from my food poisoning now, so that's the only reason we didn't do our Nitro. We were going to do a 25th anniversary stream last night, because it's the anniversary of the last episode of Monday Nitro. It was 25 years ago this week. So.
Oh my God! Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so we were gonna do that, but I was literally on death's doorstep last night with food poisoning. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to eating a solid meal tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. But thank you, everybody, for joining us, man. Thank you, Al, for joining us, and Gap, and Godzillionaire, and Parrot Head, and Draven, and Davian. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you guys out there. I'm Pete for Wrestling with Horror. For the panel, if we don't see you, have a great day. Pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. Remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away. Deuces.